Sorry about the lawnmower. A few minutes ago, it was kids playing basketball. It's always something, so you just have to deal with it. But today, I'm going to show on the 1210, so International D Series pickup, at least for 1971, removing the dash. Recently, I got the idea my dash was all cracked and tore up, and trying to figure out how I'm going to do. Obviously, you can't just go buy a new dash pad. So, just did some research, watched a couple of videos. It's kind of funny. It seems like it's something very popular right now. So, a couple of months ago when I first looked at this, I think the video I watched was from like 2 years ago. Now there's a few people that have recent videos showing how to do this or how they did it, and so you gotta take kind of what they learned and try and repair mine. But I just want to document how this thing came off, because it wasn't as easy as it should have been. And let's take a closer look inside the 71 under the dash, and also I don't think I have any video of this moving down the road yet, so I'll just go down. I'm not going to go far because I don't have tags on it yet or anything, but I'll just maybe take it down the street and bring it back so you can see this thing in motion. So here's my dash, exactly as it would be if you were sitting in the vehicle. As you can see, it's in pretty bad shape. I don't know what we're going to do about that piece is sticking up on both of the vents. The cracks I'm not really too worried about. I feel confident I can fix those, but that's going to take a little bit of extra attention. Not sure how I didn't notice that this is a Air Force vehicle before I got the line set ticket. Just didn't pay close enough attention. Alright, so we're going to flip this over. And so this is how, the way this is attached is very simple. And it should be very easy to get out. But in my case, it wasn't. So you have these screws right here. There's one right there. One right there. There. This one's not used. That one's not used. That one is used. And what you have are these little 3/8 stamped steel nuts, and that's all it holds it on. If you've ever looked at your gauges, those things make it look familiar. It's kind of a similar version of those. All you need to take them off, 3/8 end wrench. Some of them you can get with a 3/8 socket, just depends. Now in my case, they all came off super easy, except for these two right here in the corner. You can see those threads are kind of boogered up for me getting them off. But these two right here, no matter how much you turned, they did not come off. They would turn, but they wouldn't unscrew off the threads. So it took a little bit of extra persuasion to get those off. Made this, what should have been a quick job, take a heck of a lot longer. Whenever I took this off, in my mind I thought I would just kind of lift up from here to pull those studs out, and then just be able to pull back these studs, but that didn't work. It's very difficult to pull up on this because it is brittle. You know, you don't want to just be yanking up. So what I did was I pulled from the bottom here and pulled these out, just kind of flexed it a little bit, popped the bottom out, and then just lifted it off, and it came off fairly simply. Made me a little bit nervous flexing it. I don't know if I'll be able to flex it that much when it goes back in without damaging it, but we'll see. Now for the inside, this is what it's going to look like once it's removed. So you'll see everywhere there's one of these holes. That's where one of those studs goes through. Right there. Right there. And again, those two are not used, but then the one on the end is. So those holes are a little bit bigger than the stud. I think that's why you see the kind of the collar on that nut is a little bit bigger than, say, like when it's in one of your gauges. But hopefully that kind of gives you a little bit of room to maneuver it around when you get it back in there. I'm gonna get the vacuum cleaner out, just clean this up. Next thing is gonna be taking the rest of this dash apart, because see, I want to get this all cleaned up and stuff. Originally this dash was green, that dark green. The bezel piece that went over the top, over the gauges, I think was black. So it's kind of interesting they chose, you know, the truck was painted red, obviously, and they chose a green interior. The seat's green too. I don't think I'm too concerned about keeping this green. I think I'm going to do it black. I'm going to keep the red on the inside for now. The red paint. Probably do like black floor, black carpet on the floor, black seats. But if I'm going to keep the green paint on the outside for now, I want the inside to be nice. I want it to look like it's had some attention given to it. One of these days, when I'm tired of the green, we'll address that too. But